Mathematics class 11 chapter 16 probability. In the last class we have studied exercise 16.3. Today we shall study miscellaneous exercise on chapter 16. Question number 1. A box contains 10 red marbles, 20 blue marbles and 30 green marbles. 5 marbles are drawn from the box. What is the probability that number 1 all will be blue, number 2 at least one will be green? Total number of marbles 10 plus 20 plus 30 gives you 60. We have to draw 5 marbles out of 60 in 5 ways. Okay, so this many number of ways we can draw 5 marbles out of 60 marbles. Now part 1, probability that all will be blue. Now blue marbles are given to us as 20. Okay, 20 blue marbles. That means the probability that all will be blue can be taken as 20C5 divided by 60C5. And part 2, probability that at least one will be green equal to 1 minus 30C5 divided by 60C5. So that is the solution for question number 1. Question number 2, 4 cards are drawn from a well-shuffled deck of cards. What is the probability of obtaining 3 diamonds and 1 spade? From a pack of 52 cards, 4 can be drawn in 52C4 ways. Okay, so we have got a deck of cards, pack of card, or you can say a deck of cards which has got 52 cards, and we want to select 4 cards out of that. So we can select 4 cards out of 52 in 52C4 ways. We know now we have to find the probability of getting 3 diamond and 1 spade. Now diamond cards are 13 and spade cards also are 13. Therefore, now there are 13 cards of diamond and 13 cards of spades. Okay, as I said, and we want to draw 4 cards. Out of that, 3 cards of diamond out of 13 can be drawn in 13C3 ways, and 1 card of spade out of 13 cards of spade can be drawn in 13C1 ways. Therefore, probability of obtaining 3 diamond and 1 spade card is 13C3 into 13C1 divided by 52C4. Question number 3. A die has 2 faces, each with number 1, 3 faces, each with number 2, and 1 face with number 3. If dice rolled once, determine number 1 P of 2, number 2 P of 1 or 3, number 3 P of not 3. Total number of faces in a die 6, right? We know that a die has got 6 faces. Number of faces with 1. Number of faces with 1 are 2. Then number of faces with number 2, okay, 3. So that equal to 3. And number of faces with number 3 equal to 1. Okay, 1 faces with number 3. Therefore, P of 1 will be 2 by 6. Okay, P of 1 will be 2 by 6. So it is, you cut by 2, so 1 by 3. And P of 2 will be 3 by 6. 3 divided by 6, cut by 3, so 1 by 2. And P of 3 will be 1 by 6 because 1 divided by 6. Now let us find P of 2 equal to, we already found P of t equal to 1 by 2. And number 2 is P of 1 or 3 equal to P1 plus P3 equal to P1 is 1 by 3 plus P3 is 1 by 6. Take LCM, so 3 into 2 6, so 2 plus 1 divided by 6 gives you 3 by 6 equal to 1 by 2. And number 3, P not 3 equal to 1 minus P of 3 equal to 1 minus P of 3 we found 1 by P of 3 is we have found here 1 by 6. So 1 by 6 equal to, take LCM, 6 minus 1 by 6 equal to 5 by 6. So that is solution for question number 3. Question number 4. In a certain lottery, 10,000 tickets are sold and 10 equal prizes are awarded. What is the probability of not getting a prize if you buy number A 1 ticket, number B 2 tickets, number C 10 tickets? Total number of tickets equal to 10,000. Number of prize bearing tickets equal to 10. Part A, let A be the event that 1 ticket is prize bearing ticket. Therefore, N of A equal to 10C1. Therefore, P of A equal to 10C1 divided by 10,000 C1. So this value is 10 divided by this value is 10,000. So you 0 1 cut, 1 1 0 cut, so get 1 by 1,000. Therefore, P of A bar equal to, or P of not A equal to 1 minus P of A equal to 1 minus this value. Okay, that is P of A, 1 by 1,000. Take LCM, equal to 1000 minus 1 divided by 1000 equal to 999 divided by 1000. So that is part 1. Part B, Let B be the event that 2 tickets are price bearing tickets. Therefore, N of B equal to 10C2. Therefore, P of B equal to 10C2 divided by 10,000 C2 equal to, this can be 10 factorial divided by 2 factorial 8 factorial. Okay, this I am using NCR formula. NCR equal to N factorial divided by R factorial into N minus R, that is 10 minus 2, that is 8 factorial, into, for this also I am using the same. Okay, so this is N factorial, that is 10,000 divided by R factorial, that is 2 factorial, into 10,000 minus 2, that is 9,998 factorial. Okay, and that is denominator, it will go in the numerator. So what you get here is, when you simplify, you get 10 into 9 by 2 into 2 divided by 10,000 into 9,999. Okay, you further simplify, you get the value equal to 1 divided by 11 lakh 11,000. Now P of B bar or P of B naught equal to 1 minus P of B equal to 1 minus this value, because this is P of B. 1 divided by 11 lakh 11,000 equal to, take LCM, cut minus from here, so you get the value as 11 lakh 10,999 divided by 11 lakh 11,000. So that is a P of B. And part C is, let C be the event that 10 tickets are not price bearing tickets. Therefore, number of not price bearing tickets equal to 10,000 minus 10 gives you 9,990. Therefore, P of C equal to 9,990 C10 divided by 10,000 C10. So that is a solution for question number 4. Question number 5. Out of 100 students, 2 sections of 40 and 60 are formed. If you and your friend are among the 100 students, what is the probability that, number A, you both enter the same section, number B, you both enter the different section? Total favorable outcome in which both the students are in same section of 40 students equal to 98 C38. Also, total favorable outcome in which both the students are in the same section of 60 students equal to 98 C58. Okay, here we are taking 40 students, here we are taking 60 students. Okay, and the 2 students, that means 100 minus 2, that is 98. Okay, now P, that is probability of, we want to find the probability of both are in the same section, then both are in the different section. Okay, so first both are in the same section, so for that 90 C38 divided by 100 C40, that is out of 40 the section where there are 40 students, plus 98 C58 divided by 100 C60, in this 60 students are there. Okay, so now this value, if you use the formula of NCR, you get this as 98 factorial divided by 38 factorial into 98 minus 38, that is 60 factorial, plus this value 98 C58 will be 98 factorial divided by 58 factorial into 98 minus 58, that is 40 factorial, divided by, for this 100 C40. Okay, that you get as 100 factorial divided by 40 factorial, 60 factorial. The both will be same. Okay, because when you do this one, 60 factorial into 100 minus 60, that is 40 factorial. Okay, so that's why the denominator taken as together, right? Therefore, not written separately, but it will be together written. Now from this I am taking 98 factorial common, and here remains 1 divided by 38 factorial into 60 factorial, plus here remains 1 divided by 58 factorial into 40 factorial, divided by the denominator as it is, 100 factorial divided by 40 factorial, 60 factorial. Now let us simplify here. So when you simplify here, you get 98 factorial divided by 100 into 99 into 98 factorial. Okay, this 100 factorial is written as 100 into 99 into 98 factorial, and this 40 into 60 is taken numerator and multiplied here. So 40 factorial into 60 factorial divided by this denominator as it is, plus this will go here also. So 40 factorial into 60 factorial divided by the denominator 58 into 40 factorial, and this 100 I have written here, right? Now here 60 cut, 40 cut, right? So what you get here, and here 98 cut, so here 1 divided by 100 into 99 gives you 9,900. Okay, and here when you cut, you get here this 40 factorial and 38 factorial. When you cut this 38 factorial, here remains 40 into 39, plus here when you cut this 40 and here 58 factorial, here 60 factorial. So from here 60 factorial, if you cut 58 factorial, here remains 60 into 59. Okay, now you simplify, product plus product add up together, then what you get is 5,100 divided by 9,900. Okay, simplify, cut it, you get it as a 17 by 33. So this is the probability that both the students are in the same section. Now part 2, that suppose they are in a different section. Okay, that is part B. So P of both are in a different section, that is 1 minus this not having in the same section, that is 17 by 33. So 1 minus 17 by 33, take LCM, so 33 minus 17 divide by 33, 33 minus 17 gives you 16 by 33. So that is the answer for question number 5. Question number 6. 3 letters are dictated to 3 persons and an envelope is addressed to each of them. The letters are inserted into the envelopes at random so that each envelope contains exactly 1 letter. Find the probability that at least 1 letter is in its proper envelope. Number of ways in which 3 letters put into 3 envelopes equal to 3 factorial, and 3 factorial value is 6. Number of ways in which 1 letter put into correct envelope equal to 3C1, and this value is 3. Number of ways in which 2 letters put into correct envelope equal to 1. Number of ways in which at least 1 letter put into correct envelope equal to 3 plus 1. Okay, add this, so 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Therefore, probability that at least 1 letter put into correct envelope equal to 4 divided by 6. Okay, so the possibility is 4 by 6. So 4 by 6 cut by 2, so get 2 by 3. So that is a solution for question number 6. Question number 7. A and B are 2 events such that P of A equal to 0.54, P of B is equal to 0.69 and P of A intersection B equal to 0.35. Find number 1 P of A union B, number 2 P of A dash intersection B dash, number 3 P of A intersection B dash, and number 4 P of B intersection A dash. Given P of A equal to 0.54, P of B is equal to 0.69, P of A intersection B equal to 0.35. Okay, these are given data in the question. Now let us find the part 1 first. So in 1 we have to find P of A union B. The formula we know, P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. All the values are given. Okay, so put the values. So P of A is 0.54, P of B is 0.69 and P of A intersection B is 0.35. So put the values. Okay, this add and minus from there 0.35, you get 0.88. Then part B or part 2, they have asked us P of A dash intersection B dash. This can be written as P of not A union B, okay, by De Morgan's law. And this can be written as equal to 1 minus P of A union B, because P of not A union B, the formula is 1 minus P of A union B. So equal to 1 minus P of A union B, we found here 0.88, so place the value here. 1 minus 0.88 will give you 0.12. So that is answer for part 2. Part 3 is P of A intersection B dash. So this formula is P of A minus P of A intersection B. Okay, you have to remember this formula. P of A intersection B dash equal to, that is B naught. Okay, P of A minus P of A intersection B. This minus intersection of both equal to P of A. P of A is given to us 0.54. Put the value. And minus P of A intersection B also given to us 0.35. Okay, given in the question. So put the value. Find the difference, you get 0.19. Part 4, P of B intersection A dash. So see here formulas PA minus P of A intersection B. Here A intersection B dash, right? Here B intersection A dash. So the formula is similar, but it will be B will be here, another place is same. So you will write P of B minus P of A intersection C. P of B value also given in the question 0.69 and intersection also given 0.35. So 0.69 minus 0.35 will give you 0.34. So that is solution for part 4 of question number 7. Question number 8. From the employees of a company, 5 persons are selected to represent them in the managing committee of the company. Particulars of 5 persons are as follows. So name is given, sex is given, and age in a years is given. Okay. So Harish is a male and age is 30. Rohan, male, 33. Sheetal, female, 46. Alice, female, 28. Salim, male, 41. Okay, these are the details given. A person is selected at random from this group to act as a spokesperson. What is the probability that the spokespersons will be either male or over 35 years. Total number of persons equal to 5. One spokesperson is selected out of 5 in 5C1 ways. Okay, now you know how to write this way. Let A be the that person is male and B be the even that person is over 35 years. There are 3 male and 1 person can be selected in 3C1 ways, right? Because there are in your data given 3 males are there and we have to select 1 person, right? So it can be selected in 3C1 ways. Therefore, probability of A will be 3C1 divided by 5C1. Okay, total equal to 3C1 is 3 and 5C1 is 5. Okay, how to find this? You can use the formula of NCR. The formula is NCR equal to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Okay, so this is what the formula. You use the formula, you will get 3C1 equal to 3 and 5C1 equal to 5. Now in the data we have seen that 2 persons who are over 35 years. Okay, the age of 2 persons is more than 35 years. Therefore, 1 person can be selected in 2C1 ways. That means probability of B will be 2C1 divided by 5C1. Then 2C1 will be 2 divided by 5C1 is 5. There is 1 person who is male and over 35 years. Therefore, P A intersection B equal to 1C1 divided by 5C1. Equal to 1C1 is 1 and 5C1 is 5. Therefore, P either male or over 35 years equal to P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B equal to P of A. P of A we have found 3 by 5 plus P of B is 2 by 5 minus P of A intersection B is 1 by 5. Denominator is same, so 3 plus 2 minus 1 which gives you 4 and denominator is 5. So the answer is, or the probability that the selected person or the probability of finding a person or selecting a person as a male or over the age of 35 will be 4 by 5. Okay, so that is solution for question number 8. Question number 9. If 4-digit numbers greater than 5000 are randomly formed from the digits 0, 1, 3, 5 and 7, what is the probability of forming a number divisible by 5 when, part 1, the digits are repeated. Number 2, the repetition of digit is not allowed. So let us solve first part 1. When digits are repeated. In a 4-digit number greater than 5000, thousands place can be filled up either by 5 or 7. Can be filled because you know why? Because it's 5000, right? So you want the number greater than 5000. So out of the digits which are given in the question, only you can take the 1000 place by 5 or 7, because if you take 5 then it will be greater than 5. If you take 7 then it will be greater than 7 for the given digits in the question. Okay, so we want a 4-digit number which is greater than 5000. That means the 1000 place can be filled with 5 or 7. Okay, you can, then only it will be greater than 5000. Therefore, thousands places can be filled in 2 ways and remaining 3 places can be filled in 5 power 3, that is equal to 125 ways. Therefore, the total number of exhaustive cases equal to 2 into 125 equal to 250. Therefore, number of divisible by 5 if unit place is either 5 or 0. Now see, they have also given us condition that the number which you are taking should be divisible by 5. If number you want to divide by 5, then the unit place should be either 5 or 0, right? Therefore, unit and thousands places are fixed in 4 ways and hundreds and tens places are to be filled in 5 square equal to 25 ways. Therefore, required probability equal to 100 by 250 equal to 2 by 5. So this is a probability when the digits are repeated. And part 2 is when digits are not repeated. In a 4-digit number greater than 5000, 1000 place can be filled up by 5 or 7. Okay, same way, because you want number greater than 5000, that means the 1000 place, this place should be either 5 or 7 from the given question. Okay, from they have given us the data. From there you can take the 1000 place, this place 1000 place either by 5 or 7. Why? Because I want the number greater than 5000. If thousands place is filled by 5, then hundreds, tens and units place may be 4 into 3 into 2 equal to 24 ways. So if 5 is placed in thousands place, then the hundreds, tens and units place can be filled in 4 into 3 into 2 equal to 24 ways. Similarly, if thousands place is filled by 7, then hundreds, tens and units place can be filled by same way. Okay, 4 into 3 into 2 equal to 24 ways. Therefore, total number of ways will be 24 plus 24 is 48. Okay, it will be total. A number greater than 5000 and divisible by 5 when units place is either 5 or 0. Okay, same way we know that if you want a number which can be divided by 5, then units place should be 5 or 0. And thousands place is 5 and 7. And if you want it the number greater than 5000, then the thousand place should be 5 or 7, right, from the given data. Okay, these are the number given, from there only you have to select. Tens and hundreds place can be filled in 3 into 2 equal to 6 ways. Therefore, number of favorable cases equal to 6 plus 6 plus 6 equal to 18. Therefore, required probability equal to 18 divided by 48 equal to 3 by 8. So, this is a probability when the digits are not repeated. So, that is solution for question number 9. Question number 10. The number log of a suitcase has 4 wheels, each labeled with 10 digits, that is from 0 to 9. The lock opens with a sequence of 4 digits with no repeats. What is the probability of a person getting the right sequence to open the suitcase? Total digits from 0 to 9, that means 10. Since digit cannot be repeated, therefore first place may be filled in 10 ways, second 9 ways, third 8 ways, and fourth place in 7 ways. Okay, because there are 4 digits are given. Okay, therefore number of possible outcomes equal to 10 into 9 into 8 into 7. So in the first place can be 10 ways, second place can be 9 ways, third can be 8 ways, and fourth can be 7 ways. So total of product of this will be 5040. The lock of suitcase can be opened in one way only. Okay, and it can be opened only one way. Therefore, number of favorable cases will be 1. Therefore, required probability will be 1 divided by 5040. So, required probability is 1 by 5040. So, this is the answer for question number 10. And here we end the exercise plus we end the chapter 16. We'll keep this much for today. Thank you very much.